beautiful creatures. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Lou, or Lucifer, as my friends like to call me. By my friends, I mean my ever-growing army of demons.
Hello.
This is Gareth, he's fun. It's the final day of Bloodstock, baby! We got a few jam-packed things today. We've got Lord of the Lost and Gojira for this one. So he will be taking plenty of footage for you. I'm literally going to see Lord of the Lost and that's it. I need to count my losses and just accept the fact that I am very much done and out for the count. However, that does not mean that this vlog is going to be probably not any shorter than the other vlogs. We will be filming quite a bit. We'll be doing a lot of the...
I might go see a band at the start of the day.
Yeah, maybe.
Ghost of Atlantis.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the vibe with them?
Symphonic power heavy.
That does sound quite good.
A bit noisy. I tried with you at home and you were like, I don't like this.
Oh, alright, fair enough. I'm a very sensitive being. When we first started listening to Slaughter to Prevail, or when Gareth first started listening to Slaughter to Prevail, I was like, I am horrified by what I'm hearing. And now I'm kind of alright with it, and I'm able to listen to more stuff that's heavy.
It's immersion therapy.
It is immersion therapy. Doesn't work on all things. Arachnophobia, would not recommend. But if you watched yesterday's vlog, I had an awful time. Not because of anything Bloodstock did, I just want to say that now, but like my illness is getting worse. So I had to tap out and I missed Static X, which is very upsetting. However, Gareth managed to watch them and from what I assume, he's got some killer footage. Have you?
Yeah.
Ah, very good, wonderful. Great content for you guys then, awesome. So we're gonna take it easy, take it at a pace. I'm gonna do a lot of sitting, Gareth's gonna do a lot of exploring. We're gonna look at the vendors, we're gonna go to the merchandise tent for one final time. I'm not gonna buy anything, but I am eyeing up the hockey jersey that they've got, but I'm gonna see if they've got any after the festival finishes, because I've got no money. But we're gonna have a good time. So we hope you have a horrible time in the best possible way. Let's do it. one final time. We're at the barrier, my lords and ladies and they-thems. There is literally a curiosity shop. Yeah, you like that? It's almost like we're inclusive on this channel. Anyway, there's a curiosity shop, and I promise you, once I get paid, my house is going to be filled with all their wares. No, it is. No, it is. You forfeited the right to have a normal house when you put a ring on it, so that is very true. We are once again at the barrier. If I have managed to do a a Lord of the Rings moment
from yesterday,
congratulations to myself. If I haven't, what a wasted opportunity. I will try my hardest. If there's another stampede
I'll get it again
today, I'll do Lion King.
Lion King? I was thinking Benny Hill.
Oh yeah, the chicken chase, chicken dance, something like that. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, no, that's funny. I'll do that. But one final time, I'm not running. He is.
I'm not running.
It's fast walking.
Walking with purpose.
Look at how long his legs are now. Doesn't need
Family
to
channel.
run. Tenner's a tenner, innit?
Yeah.
If anybody wants to give us money for Gareth calves, please let us know, because desperate times call for desperate measures. Thank you for your cooperation. Just a hot take for you guys. It seems like Sunday is the day where everything literally has sold out. Like anything to do with the Bloodstock lineup has gone. The Bloodstock jersey that I was eyeing up, shocker again, is also sold out. It just seems to be banned merch at the moment. Gareth was looking for a Lord of the Lost t-shirt, but it doesn't seem like they've arrived yet. We also found out that there's literally no space behind the tent, so this is why it's so limited, which is absolutely fair. That's fair, but it seems like if you do want to get any like Bloodstock lineup kind of stuff, you're looking at Friday or Saturday, but it's gone today. And the queue isn't as bad as it has been. Usually there's like queue after queue after queue. But damn, this is better, but not at the same time. Alrighty then. What you got?
I got...
Oh, it's ever so pretty. Yeah. Because you tried getting the tall shirt, didn't you? But they're sold out.
No, they're sold out on my size, but... Are you shaking your head?
No, I'm like, listening, I'm agreeing with you, man.
But agreeing is normally nodding head, not shaking head. But the only thing why I was having an R-ing of the tall shirt. This is the main logo. Yeah. Yeah, it was a different kind of logo, wasn't it? So, yeah, that's fair. I did warn you. That's fine, and then they've also sold out of all of the adventure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like today there just isn't much at all.
Yeah.
But that's fine, you're going to check back later for Lord of the Lost, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Alright then. Literally just made myself to Ace of Space by Motorhead rock fit. It's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. It's the only fitness class that I stick to. I've like stopped doing it because I'm just not well, but just seeing them smashing it is amazing. Fantastic. Come to our friend Dina the Dead once again, show you the absolute wonders that he does with his hot sauce. You want something a little spicy for your food, you should do this. But here's the kicker. So he's done a hot sauce for the film that he did that I'm in, and it's black. I mean, I wouldn't have it personally because I've got the bowels of a 2-year-old. But if you're feeling brave, you should definitely do the do.
Use today is called Loucifer, and it involves the whole body, excluding the face, excluding the feet, so you can hit pretty much everywhere. Yes, to those wondering, you can also hit in a dick. It's very much a point, and these boys have demonstrated very well. The power, the masculinity, it's gone through the bloody shield. He still loses. For shouting. It should be more of a question, does the bear shit in the woods? Oh, he takes Tom Robinson. Whoop. And Joe takes the bear as he falls. No, bear's up, bear. Very unusual for Viking age book. Who said it never happened? It's based on real events. As you can see, very effective. Looking for love. I mean, we don't say no to love, but it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Oh, stepping over each other. He does.
I love this fan. I love this fan so much. But holy crap, the weather is horrendous. Not as in like raining or anything like that. It's sunny, but too sunny. We're literally burning to a crisp. But we've got a really good space for Gojira, for Gareth to meet them. Apparently the queue line is going way past the marquees now, so I don't know how many people are going to like logistically be able to meet them, but wow, there's a lot.
15 minutes later.
Yeah, well done, sweetie. Good job. Happy?
I'm happy. I managed to tell the lead singer what I wanted to say.
What did he say?
He was like,
oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Very happy?
Very happy.
I have my uses sometimes.
This is a Viking song. Salute! Son to you! Ooh, Duke! Chicago! You'll be a nightmare! We crash there! Very
Oh no! Oh, what a shame! Oh,
No, I got bitten.
oh no! Oh my god! Eurovision did you dirty! I was going to say so the music really, and I was like, no, actually, I don't think I'll win. That should be a t-shirt design. You're the only reason I watched the Eurovision.
Did not quite hear you. Are you ready for some heavy metal? I think I need to ask again. Are you guys ready for some heavy metal? Created here. Sleep offers no escape. I feel temptation. Repulsed by my own mind. Obsession craves respect. To justify the time when all the things will make sense to me. Bloodstock, are you ready to? Jump, 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 jump. Forever yours. Catch the letter from head to feet till the breaking door. In the last hole heat. Bloodstock, we want to see you. We want to see you. Jump, jump, if you're feeling lonely, or if you want to tune together with all of your friends, Bloodstock, are you ready for the one-person circle page? Blood and clear, sweet and bitter, we're so happy we could die. Scream for me, Bloodstock! What we are is battle charge. We promise to ourselves we have dreams, we change. We never forget how we go, until the days to know whether or below. We are all for the same love. Blood and glitter, sweet and bitter, we're so happy we could die. Blood and glitter, sweet and bitter, we're so happy we could die. Blood and glitter, sweet let's try this. Beautiful. Okay, well, that was a bit short, but you know, I appreciate the effort. You're probably tired with all these bands all day long. You're probably exhausted, but you still have a smile.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Hello, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. Gareth is back now with me.
Sorry, I just had a really good time.
He's so hyped. So for our final act, we have decided to go to Spudman, and we have got a classic cheese and beans with butter. Spudman actually hangs around in Tamworth, which is from my hometown. It's about 15 minutes away, and I've just been sleeping on it this whole time.
And it's where you get your tattoos done.
And it's where I get my tattoos done. So we're going to try Spudman for the first time. I am a jacket potato connoisseur, so this is going to be very interesting.
Tell you what, pass it here. We'll do a jump cut. Go on then.
Oh, I'm nervous. It's going to be really warm as well. That is phenomenal. That is one of the sweetest, not in a weird way, but like flavourful jacket potatoes I've ever had. And I've had a lot of jacket potatoes. The problem with this is
My standards have been set, and nothing will compare, and everything else will make me sad. This is the problem with having good things. Crap things are just crap. So thank you, Spudman. You've ruined me for jacket potatoes for the rest of my life. 10 out of 10. Obituary are literally finishing now. What? Obituary finishing now. So we said goodbye to our friends and we're like, run away, because
had a lovely spud though.
Oh my god, life changing. I'm gonna fangirl about Spudman when we get in, but we need to leave because I need to pee really badly, but I am not using those portaloos again. They are the devil.
We'll use a real time.
We'll be right back. Famous last words.
Much later.
This is what I have to work with.
Oh, you're filming?
You've got grass on it.
No, like we cleaned it off.
No, it was
On
on
the other side. Oh yeah. A little bit of cat and hole.
We're back.
It's the next day.
It is the next day.
Again.
So we had Spudman, which, by the way,
We didn't eat him.
oh, we didn't eat him. He's ruined me for jacket potatoes now. Nothing will come close. But crazy fact. So my grandparents live across the road from one of his friends, and he delivers food to them. Anyway, wild. Bloodstock.
Where to begin?
Where to begin? Where do we even begin? We had the best time ever. But I do just want to say that this was our experience. We say this in every single kind of like mini-series or any kind of experience we do. This was our experience. Doesn't necessarily mean it was the same as somebody else's. So we like seeing different people's experiences down in the comments. So please pop them down there and like reading them. We don't like to force the fact that if we had a good time, by proxy you had a good time. Do you get what I mean? But for our first ever Bloodstock, we had such a good time.
Yeah.
Every single person we spoke to was lovely, whether that be like a festival goer or people that worked there. We honestly had such a good time. I was really supported by the people that work at the festival, particularly with the access. Like, they couldn't have done more for me, so thank you so much. It made things a heck of a lot easier. And one thing that I really liked was the fact that on the accessible toilets that they put up a sign saying that please respect the people who use these. Not every disability or illness is visible, so that was really nice. Didn't feel as much of an inconvenience as I usually do, so that was really nice. But the whole thing was amazing. It was really, really good. Obviously there were a few hiccups with my health, but it is what it is. Like, it's not the festival's fault. The heat, the weather was ridiculous. The sun was awful. I mean, there were a heck of a lot more places to sit and find shade than there are at Download, but they're slowly kind of like getting more places. I know what I mean. It was nice that they had places to kind of hide under the shade, but you know, everybody and their dog was using them, so
yeah,
it is what it is. It's fine.
We made the most of it. Like on the Saturday when we went into the new blood stage, there was still room to have our chicken.
Yeah, that chicken store was awesome.
And then the only other things that sort of didn't sit with us or didn't go right for us was like the merch situation. Obviously going in blind, we weren't aware that it was just on the artists on the day get put out, because obviously we used to Download and everything's out there, which is fair enough, and I can understand that there's no room behind those tents. Like, behind that tent is a river. So there's that, but then also on the first day, it didn't seem like the staff were fully prepared for the whole thing.
But then they did come back.
Oh yeah, like the Saturday was a little bit better for us.
Yeah.
And then Sunday was a breeze.
Yeah, yeah. So it was nice that things seemed to not go well. They learned from it and they did better. I think the water situation was a bit dire.
Water situation was a bit dire, only having 2 water points. Whereas, well, then again, when we saw one water point being really busy, when we walked over to the other one, it was dead.
I think it depended on the time of day.
Depending on the time of day and who's on, or who's just been on. Another situation I would bring up is the toilets.
Yeah.
Obviously, compared to downloads, they're probably, because they are a corporation festival, because it's Live Nation who deals with that, obviously they'll have a bigger budget and they'll be able to get better facilities and regular cleaning. The ones that Bloodstock have used were your typical portaloos, and the smell was awful. Horrible smell.
I think adding to that as well, with those types of portaloos, there wasn't facilities for women.
No.
Specifically if they had, like, you know, it was their time of the month or stuff like that, like there just wasn't. So that's something I noticed, and I was like, huh, you know, it doesn't necessarily make you feel great. But apart from that, I mean, is there anything else?
No, I mean, the security were on top form on the stages.
I mean, like, specifically for Gojira.
Specifically for Gojira,
when you were at the
Static
front,
X.
yeah.
Static X, they had to pull someone out of the crowd because he was being an idiot.
I think that's the joy. That's what I really enjoyed about, like, the crowd etiquette. If people were being arseholes, they were gone. And I think as well, like, particularly being close to the front for a few bits, if picks or set lists or drumsticks were given out, the whole thing, drumsticks were given out, rather than people, like, fighting to the death for it, if there were fans of the band that were, like, you know, really into it, the people around them made sure that they got those things. And then, say for example, you were lucky enough to get a pick or something, they would then just, like, back away because they'd already got something and let somebody else get something.
Like, I got a pick at Gojira. We'll come on to that in a moment. But I was happy with that, and the set list ended up coming my way, and I just batted it.
Yeah.
And guided it to someone who was behind me. But then this person was then shouting, I want a pick. You've got a set list, just back off a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, Creeper, I managed to get a drumstick. I'll show you the drumstick. There it is. We've been going to Creeper with Jake's face paint on it. We've been going to Creeper gigs for a while now. Our first one was actually when we went to see Alice Cooper, and they supported for him, which phenomenal. And then the Cult turned up, and they were great, but there was a lot going on. By the by, so we've waited a long time to finally get one, and Jake threw it, and I kind of, like, grappled with it, and then it fell out of my hand over to the other side, but then they kind of threw it back. It fell on the floor, and then security picked it up for me. But the point is that they didn't have to do that. Like, they could have just kept it, but they saw that, you know, we really wanted it, and we had, like, our banner and everything, and they, you know, they made sure that we got it. So that was amazing. That was really sweet, and everybody was genuinely happy for each other. Like, when we were at Lord of the Lost, there was this lovely couple in front of us. It was their first time as well, and they managed to get a pick, and everyone was just so happy for them, like, really happy for them. So it was a shock to us. It was a big culture shock. I mean, I even turned around to them and said, thank you so much for being, like, one of the best groups I've ever been with, like, at a gig or a festival. I've been doing festivals since 2013, and that was just so wholesome and so lovely. So to the people we were around, like, at any point during any of the sets, thank you for being so amazing. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah, it seems a similar story for me, like with the Gojira guitar pick.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
So like, it came down, but it fell short and was actually on the barricade. And then the security officer just came over because my neck got wrenched by a crowd surfer.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It happens. But they were checking up on me, and I just turned to I think it was one of the security team leaders, and I went, "If a pick comes down, would you mind helping me get one?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll try." And one came down, and he literally was straight on it, boom, and then just straight into my hand, and then I gave him a fist bump.
That was sweet. Security was sweet. They were so sweet and so nice and so friendly, and I just, like, apart from some of the operational things, which, you know, you hear different things, like some people are saying that they want Bloodstock to stay the way it is with the kind of vibe that it is and the size that it is, but I think it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the problem is with when things get bigger, you've got to accommodate more, and I don't know. I feel like we haven't been enough times to have, like, you know,
that much of an opinion.
That much of an opinion on it.
Yeah.
Like, it only really impacted us a tiny bit, so we can't say anything. Same with any, like, negative or bad experiences. Like, we had nothing. Whenever we spoke to people and said, this is our first time, we got welcome to Bloodstock, how are you finding it, how's your day been, like, what bands have you been to see? And that is the first genuine time, like, I've had that since the early years of download for me. So that was amazing. That was really, really nice, and everyone was just awesome.
And I want to say a big hats off to the guys and girls running the signing tent as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
They were phenomenal.
It was one of the most fluid operations I've seen for signing. Like, massive well done to everybody who managed to get in and see Gojira, by the way, because when we saw the queue, whoa, that was ridiculous. Apparently it was just going past Spudman, and I believe what it was they would see 50 from Access, 50 from VIP or Serpent's Lair, and 50 from General Admission. So I don't know how many people got seen at the end of the day, but Jesus, that's rough. Yeah, no, it was amazing.
Yeah.
All of it was amazing.
Extra shout outs I want to give to Stu from SMTV. Love talking to you. Amazing.
He was really nice.
Gibby from the Alt Vault. Briefly spoke to Chidsvids. Simon Bond. And also in passing Mead and Metal. So these are all festival and concert YouTubers. And they all work so hard in what they do. Gareth
was great with, like, networking and speaking to people. I was just so sick. Like, Saturday, I was in a really bad way. So I felt like crap. Like, I felt awful, and speaking to people was hard. And yeah, so I felt, like, really anxious about that afterwards. I mean, like, I felt really anxious during Gojira, and it was nobody's fault. I just felt so, like, because of what's wrong with me, I'm off sick at the moment, so I'm kind of just, like, on my own, which isn't Gareth's fault. Like, he's got to work, but I'm on my own a lot of the time, and human interaction is very few and far in between. So from going from not many, or going from just Gareth or our friends who check up on me or my family, to a big field full of people is, whoa, that was a lot. But everybody was so wonderful, so wonderful. Right, merch, what'd you get?
So, in no particular order, so
yeah, boy,
on the Sunday I finally got a Gojira shirt, and on the Saturday,
yeah,
I got
the
latest Creeper shirt.
God, she's beautiful,
with Drink the Blood on the back.
I love the new logo so much.
Unfortunately, Lord of the Lost did not bring any merchandise with them.
Yeah, neither did Obituary.
Yeah, because Dean wanted them.
Yeah, and we tried looking, but there just wasn't anything there.
I can't remember the name of the stall, but I got a Slaughter to Prevail patch. Very much needed.
Yeah.
to add to the collection. Pardon me. And then you've seen the Gojira pick, but I also had a chat with Lee from Pick Collectors Against Cancer, and just congratulated him with everything he does, and he gifted me 4 picks from one of his previous collections.
Yeah, the work he does is really...
It doesn't want to go.
No, that's alright, that's okay.
But essentially I've got 2 from this year, 1 for the event as a whole, 1 for New Blood Stage, and 2 from last year, which was 1 for a band called Zentrix and 1 for Fit for an Autopsy.
That sounds so metal.
Oh yeah, they are heavy. And then the Pièce de Resistance, the Gojira one. We also got autographs as well, which I have featured as well. From Gojira, Lord of the Lost, and Stan.
Stan. That was the most metal character meet and greet I've ever done. Alrighty then, so before we get started into like the band stuff, I just want to do a massive shout out to Rock and Roll Suicide. Rock and Roll Suicide, I kid you not, when I first started going to festivals, I took one look at their stall and I was like, I want to be best friends with them, and now they're coming to our wedding. But they do some of the most incredible collections. They do a lot of Creepsville, but they also do a lot of band patches, horror patches, generalised merchandise. They also do like horror paraphernalia. They do mirrors, they do pins, they've got like one set of new rocks that they always bring with them, and loads of people say they're going to buy them and they never do, but it's funny to watch. And they do like Vincent Price stuff as well, which is amazing. But this time round I got myself a Creepsville skirt. So this was £30, and they did warn me, I did try this on, they did warn me that these sizes are a little bit janky, so I'm kind of in between sizes at the moment, but I had to get an XL in this one because it is kind of on the tighter side. So if you do go and see Rock and Roll Suicide, please just ask them about their sizing. They're lovely people and they will help you through and through. But then I really wanted to wear them for Creeper, but the sun was just ridiculous and my hair was a mess. But I got these adorable little clips. Alright, so I got 2 for £6 and they are really, really cutesy. They do stuff like this, and they do like jewellery and necklaces and earrings and all the good stuff. And the handbags are amazing. I was gifted... I don't know what the fad is. I don't know what the fad is with the little sprouts like coming out your head. You know, kind of makes me feel like one of those characters from Mario. No,
Pikmin.
Pikmin. Yeah, I feel like a Pikmin. I don't know what it is. We saw quite a few at Download, and I feel like this is the fad of the year. This is the fad of 2025. A little sprout from your head. I mean, I'm grateful. I want to know what I've signed up to. But by the by, we moved. I then decided.
Obligated.
I was obligated to get this Creeper shirt. So there were 2 designs. There was the one that Gareth showed you, and then there was this version. So this has obviously got the red font instead, and then it's got the Mistress of Death, and on the back it says "Off with their heads," which I really liked because it reminded me of the Queen of Hearts, and she's one of my favourite Disney characters. I wonder why. But then I ended up getting... so I saw this on the website before the festival actually opened. And I haven't got many vest tops at all. So I decided to get the Bloodstock vest. Now, what I will say... And then you've got all the lineup there. What I will say with the generalised Bloodstock merch, by the end of Saturday, it was gone. It was all sold out. Whether they're going to restock the merch and then have like some online stuff later, I don't know. I literally don't know. But what I would suggest is, even with Download as well, if you see something you like, pre-order it or buy it on the first couple of days, because it could just go like that. With the Bloodstock merch situation, well, with the band situation. So they only put the bands up that are playing on that day. So we've learned that, whereas at Download you kind of get overwhelmed with all the bands being up. Sometimes they'll have certain bands on the day, but we're so used to that when we went on Friday, went on Friday, we got a little bit overwhelmed with it, and we obviously didn't know because we were looking for the Creeper one, and Gareth was looking for a few, but obviously they weren't playing on that day, so we didn't know.
And then because I was umming and ahhing about Paleface Swiss, I missed out on that one for Saturday, and then same for Static X, I missed out on one there.
But hopefully with a lot of bands they have those designs on their store, so you can always check them out. Check the prices as well, depending on whether the festival t-shirts are more expensive or the band's own website's t-shirts are more expensive, because sometimes they'll either add or take away like value on them, so you just want to get like the best price really. But yeah, that's my little haul. All in all, Bloodstock was amazing. We had such a good time, and we are very much eyeing up going next year. Judas Priest, Slaughter to Prevail, Bleed From Within, Orbit Culture.
Orbit Culture, oh God.
Wednesday 13.
Wednesday 13.
Wednesday 13. I tried getting Wednesday 13 tickets for Gareth this year, but they completely sold out. It was rough.
Who else? Vended.
Well, what we'll do, what we usually do with festivals is we go through band by band and we kind of have a look at the different bands and see like what our flavour is. I mean, we didn't really do that much with this lineup, but there were certain bands where it's like, oh, I actually quite like this.
AWAR.
Yeah, they are amazing, phenomenal. LN as well, I really enjoyed LN, and it's not usually my kind of music, so it was nice to be immersed in something a little bit different. But we are going to do a full review video of Bloodstock, you know, all the good things, all the bad things, the good, the bad and the ugly, if you will. So that will be a more in-depth review of everything that we came into contact with. So look forward to that. We may do a comparison video between Bloodstock and Download.
From our experience.
From our experiences, but I don't know if that's asking for trouble. We'll have a think about that one. But all in all, our first experience of Bloodstock was groundbreaking. We had such a good time. Thank you so much to everybody who welcomed us into the Bloodstock family, whether you were working there or whether you were going as a fellow metalhead. Thank you so much for all your kind words and just being amazing. We truly feel welcomed and would very much like to come again. So we're very excited to see what next year will bring. But I really hope you've enjoyed this series. If you've joined us from this series, hello, I'm Loucifer. This is Gareth.
Hi, I'm fun apparently.
He is fun. We do the darker slice of life here. So we like to show people that you can do alternative things whilst also having a good time, particularly with your mental health and now with chronic illness because of moi. We do horror conventions. We do horror movie reviews. Concerts, gigs, festivals, paranormal. Days out, alternative fashion. A lot of Halloween stuff is coming up, and also a lot of wedding stuff is coming up as well, because we're getting married on the 7th of October, so we're having a Halloween wedding. It's going to be awesome. But I'm going to be doing quite a bit of DIY stuff because I'm kind of confined to the house for now. We have got a Mary Hill video coming up, so if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a big spirit Halloween but in the UK, so we're going to be doing that. I am very, very excited for it.
Is it called Halloween Town?
I think so, something like that. But that's the kind of vibe that we go for, so if you think that's your cup of tea, let's not talk about tea because wow, you'll learn. If you think that's your cup of tea, then join us, like, comment, subscribe. It would mean the world.
Join our Facebook group.
Join our Facebook group. It's unhinged. We do live streams from time to time, but because I'm not well at the moment, we're kind of putting them on the back burner. When I'm feeling a little bit better, we're probably going to revisit it. But welcome to the cult, welcome to hell, welcome to the community. If you stick around with us, that would be amazing. We will treat you very well. Yes.
Yes.
So, we hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember,
Tomorrow's a new day.
see you later, guys. Bye.